Okay, folks, the Meta earnings is now live. If you want to join me, you can stay where you are, or you can join me now. I'll give you the link. Meta earnings is live now. I'll take a short break. I'll be back in 19 minutes, as you can see on the screen. And let me give you the link right now. You can stay on both channels or behind the scenes, whatever you like. So Meta is live now. There you go. Meta is live now if you wish to join me right now. Okay, or you can stay right where you are. The choice is yours. But Meta is live. We're looking for the numbers to come out, and I'm just going to take a few minutes break, a cup of tea, and stretch my legs. But Meta is now live. Okay. Okay, guys, I'll see you back in a few minutes. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Meta earnings. Let's just go live everywhere. Look at that. That doesn't mean to say it's beat on earnings at all. It could be a rumor. We cannot judge that yet. Let's have a look. Let's turn the camera around here. Welcome to everybody who's watching me on TikTok. Welcome everybody on the Extra channel. Meta earnings, mega. Wait till you get Nvidia. Anyway, let's have a look. Let's see if this is a beat or not. It's very early to say. So everybody on the Extra channel, we are off and running. Thank you very much indeed. Everybody here on the main channel, we are off and running. Let me check the reports, see if we've got anything. We don't have anything yet. I don't see anything yet. Let me go over to CNBC and see if we've got any news coming out yet. Meta platform sees 38 to 40. Whoa, it's 38.5 to 41. A huge beat. A huge beat. Let's listen in.
$40 billion. The estimate on the street was below that by about $2.5 billion. So we're looking at Meta Platforms, though, up 8% here in the aftermarket. Also talking about fiscal year total expenses, 96 to 99 billion, a bit of a gap there.
We knew this was going to happen, didn't we?
73. So again, that can be on the higher end. But again, right now, Wall Street seems to be taking it in stride here.
I think it's notable what Mark Zuckerberg said in the press release, that he led with AI. He doesn't
oh my God!
And the record revenue
now we're going to see the markets rally. Nvidia's taking off.
AI assistant
Meta is taking off.
We've released the first frontier
My
level
S&P is about to go through the roof.
See good traction with our Ray-Ban Meta AI
Bloody hell!
And we're driving good growth across our apps. So he does mention the apps there, but he mentions the Ray-Ban, the Ray-Bans before the apps there. I mean, that's like a tiny part of their business, but maybe
we haven't seen it move yet, but it will.
That's where he does see the growth, and of course that feeds the conspiracy theories
wow.
about those tan lines that we were talking about last week.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Kind of interesting as well, too, when we talk about CapEx, how that CapEx spend basically staying in line with estimates for 2024, a ramp up in 2025. But I thought it was also interesting, too. I was looking at some of the ad numbers here, and ad impressions coming in, growth of about 10%, which was slightly below what the street was looking for, and a huge drop from the prior quarter a year ago, when we had about 34% growth, though.
You wait until we get.
I just want to highlight for a second the Reality Labs thing. So Reality Labs is saying operating losses will continue for 2024. Their operating loss for the second quarter came in at $4.49 billion. So just to contrast the fact that that area of their segment, right, their virtual reality is losing billions of dollars. It will continue to lose billions of dollars this year, yet CapEx will still be on that high end of $40 billion. How do you reconcile that as a shareholder?
Is it maybe because the quarter that I just reported on, maybe because there are some beats there, and so maybe they think that they can manage the expectations? It's pretty kind of mind-blowing, because I would have anticipated that the stock would have traded lower on all of those costs. Right now, Meta is up about 5% here. You've got Qualcomm up about 4.7% in the aftermarket. ARM holding down 7%.
You all called it wrong.
Etsy
you analysts trying to manipulate the market. You all
2.9%
called it wrong again.
In the aftermarket, so a big drop of earnings. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Our cross-platform, radio, TV, YouTube,
yeah, whatever.
Originals.
You try to make it sound bad all the time. Let's let's tune into the TV show and manipulate the stock. No, absolutely not. Just follow the numbers. Numbers never lie. Right, this is great. So now we're waiting for the Meta earnings. We've got some time. We are ahead of schedule at the moment. We went live on our show very, very early. We wanted to make sure that we covered everything early tonight because of the FOMC report. We're going to probably go to 110,000 by tomorrow now, which is wonderful. I mean, I just can't even believe it. Wait for the Nvidia earnings. You're absolutely right. So let's get ready now. Let me start queuing up Meta's earnings. This is incredible. Wow, if you're investing, if you're in the markets, you're just printing money every day. Right, let me just duplicate that and duplicate again. I'm setting up all the different angles for you and all the different news sources. Try to bring you the best quality audio, best quality visuals of any stream possible. So let me bring that up there. Let me give you the advanced chart. I've got that now. Okay. Let me get the call up. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. 471. It was like 516. It was a huge beat. Let me share with you how it looks. This is great. We're going back up. Look, 471, 516. Look how it's rallying up and up and up. We had a little dip last quarter, and we've smashed it. This is great. This is really great. Okay, let me come back to here a minute. Bound to see some profit taking. But I don't care. I just hold in my positions. I own Meta. I probably own, I don't know, somewhere like $5,000 worth of Meta through the S&P, I'd say, in my position. Something like that. Anyway, Meta going up. Let me have a look now. Let me get this up. I don't need that now, do I? No, I don't need that. Okay, the call is ready to go. It's too early yet. It starts at 4, so we've got some time to go, some reaction. We'll keep up on the news and we'll answer all the questions, but we've got a bit of time to go before that happens. All right, so we just wanted to be early tonight. Here comes the profit taking. And after this, we'll rally up again. Welcome, everybody, on TikTok. You're missing the main event. The main event is on YouTube. That's where all my traders, investors are. If you'd like to come and say hello, click the profile link here. Come out of TikTok. Jump into YouTube and say, I'm from TikTok. And you'll get a huge welcome from our investors and traders all around the world. It'll be a really nice welcome that you will get from them. I promise you that. Let's have a look. 28th. It's marked in my calendar. 28th of August. What's the 28th of August? NVIDIA. Yes, correct. 28th of August. Yes. Survival is going to be a massive beat. Yes, yes. Yes, it is. It's going to back down. Lots of profit taking going on now. Yep, good for them. Take your profit. End up having to pay more. Suits me. Pay your taxes. Damn right. Don't bother me. That's all money for the government there, right? Take all that profit, pay it to the government. There you go. I'm not selling, not at all. Absolutely not. That would be ridiculous. Okay. Let's see. If you've just now, how many people have we got watching with us tonight? Have I got anyone to upgrade on Discord? I had a message earlier. Please join the live show. Okay, no one's answered that yet. Is S1 Cario? Is it SI SC? I don't know. S1 Cario. If you're in the chat, come on in and I will upgrade you on Discord. You've tried to get membership, but I can't give it to you until I know it's you. Okay. Still got a good audience over there on Extra. Welcome to all of you. Got a great audience already here on the main channel. Thanks to all of you for joining me. Absolutely wonderful. Huge night tonight again. And we're going to cover the Meta earnings in all the details. Now then, we've got a bit of time. I want to thank so many people tonight who have helped me to try to raise millions of dollars for charity. That's what I want to do. And I can do it. I can raise millions of dollars for charity on my music channel, where all the money will go directly. I will do it for free. There'll be no taxes. There'll be no credit card fees. Zero, right? I want to thank all of you who have already started to help me with this. I can't thank you enough. There's nothing in it for me other than the satisfaction of doing it. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, all right? Just bear with me a second. Here we go. I want to share this with you. This is a really, really big thing. Last year, I did the fundraiser for the Lions Club. It was a global event. Remember Jerry Lewis years ago did muscular dystrophy? Well, they asked me to raise money for them. I did a live concert all around the world, and we raised lots of money for the Lions Club, okay? But there were credit card fees. Now I want to do it where we can raise millions with no credit card fees, no charges, and all of you can get tax deductions as well for doing it. So this is what we're doing. And I want to thank everyone today who took part in this. This is free, doesn't cost you anything whatsoever. Zero, absolutely zero, but you can help me. So what do? This is what you do, and your name will come up on the screen as well, all right? And it will recognize you. This is what happens. This is my music channel. I was voted by Elton John as the world piano man. Here it is. I do lots of songs, concerts. I've got my own Vegas show, my own West End show. You can see all these videos here I've done, and there's me with Elton John's jacket on, and I do tributes for I supported Simone Biles, and the US team, and all these things I do. I do fundraiser concerts, and all I'm asking is you to subscribe to my music channel. I need to get 10,000 subscribers so I can, YouTube can turn on charitable giving. I'm at 5,890. We've gained about 20 in the last hour from my last show. So thank you so much. We're on the way. I want to raise literally millions for charity. And if you are a member of my channel, you can ask me to do a fundraiser concert for your charity, and I will do it as a thank you. So right now, while we're waiting for the Meta earnings, everybody, if you've not subscribed, subscribe to my music channel. You haven't got to watch. I don't care. I don't make any money from it because it's all copyrighted music, but I wanted to raise millions of dollars for charity. Get this to 10,000. Tell all your friends to subscribe to this, all right? Okay. I've put the link in the chat to you. I've given it you twice. And if you do have public subscribers, it will come up on the screen and everybody will see that you've done it. And I will tell you, we're at 5,891 right now. Okay, we're at 5,891 right now. And if it moves, I'll tell you. Right, there it is, 5,891. Okay. And that would be absolutely amazing if anyone did that. Okay. Very, very important. Huge. Oh, it's just gone up by 3. It's just gone up by 3. Look at that. 5,894. Thank you so much indeed. We're rising now. Look at that. 5,894. Let's get 5,900 tonight. 6 more. 6 more. It would be 5,895. Yes, I literally can raise millions of dollars for charity, and you can choose the charity. You can choose. All right. Look at that. Let's get 5,900 tonight. That would be brilliant. Thank you very, very, very much indeed. All right, Meta earnings. I'll come back to that in a moment, and I'll tell you if it's moved. All right, I'll tell you if it's moved. 5,896. We only want 4 more, and we'll be at 5,900. Brilliant. Okay. I can't wait. Can't wait to do it. And it's completely free. Cost no one a single solitary dime. Right, let's read some of your comments in the chat. We've got a bit of time to go before the earnings begins. Let's read some of these comments. Thumbed up and subscribe. JJ, thank you. Let's have a look here. What's going on here? I can't wait for NVIDIA earnings. NVIDIA, yes, yes, yes. Florida, I can't wait as well. It's coming back down. No, it's going back up again. It's just weak hands. Martin, he's hilarious. What's funny? What have I done? Do you have to pay capital gains tax on TFSA? I've no idea what TFSA is. If you are a taxpayer, I am, and you invest on your brokerage and you sell, whether you take the money out of your brokerage or not, you pay tax on it. Whether you like to or not, it will happen because they will report to the IRS, they report to the Inland Revenue in the UK, and it'll be deducted. It'll be an expense. Oh, Olamide has just subscribed to the music channel. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you so much indeed. We're on the way. Let's have a look. 5,898. 2 to go to 5,900. Absolutely great. You are literally helping me raise millions of dollars for charity. No expense, no fees, no credit cards, nothing. I will do it all for free. You can pick the charities. Oh, 5,899. Look at that. We're about to hit another milestone. We have to get to 10,000 so YouTube turn on YouTube giving. It's called fundraising giving. For registered charities, you can do it when you hit 10,000. I can't wait to do it. I want to do it. Diamond Hands says, Michael, thumbs up and subscribed. We've just done it. We have just hit oh my gosh, 5,901. Bloody hell. Come on. This is great. Brilliant. It's really quick. It's really quick. I can't believe it. Oh my God. This is great. Absolutely brilliant. Bought NVIDIA. Let's have a look. Sold some Coca-Cola and bought NVIDIA yesterday at 112. Let's have a look. Tune into my music channel. Hey, Martin, I recently found your... another one. Flocky the Joker has just subscribed to the music channel. Thank you so much indeed. If you want to enjoy my music, fine. If you want to come to the concerts, fine. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is amazing. Hey Martin, I recently found your channel after watching your videos about Sayata Mobile. Today you decided to reverse stock split, went down 25%. What do you think about that? That's what happens. But that's 25% of a quick calculation, depending on what their reverse split was, would more than likely be an overreaction. It's a good time to then buy for a quick trade if you are looking at doing that. Marcus Kloster, if you become a member of the channel, I will review the stock and give you an update on it. You can request that from just $1. You'll be on the list of 7. If you do more than $1, you'll be up the list, and I could do a full review for you. All right, this is incredible evening. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I just subscribed. I just saw it. And if you have a favorite charity, when I get to 10,000, I will do a charity for you. So if there's a charity you want me to, if you've got lots of friends, Olamide, right? And you've got a favorite charity, whatever it might be, as long as it's a registered charity, tell them about this. And then if you get all your friends to subscribe, and then say to me, Martin, 100 people, all my friends subscribe to you because they would love you to do a cancer research concert, I will do it. Or if it's save the children, or help people in a war, whatever, I will do it for free. So if you've got friends, go and tell them, hey, look, everybody, subscribe to my friend's YouTube channel. He wants to do concerts for charitable giving for free. Let's get all our friends to do it, and then you can ask me to do it, and I'll do it for you. No problem with that at all. This show is about making money, helping people. It's not about me. I've got what I want. I just want to have a good time and help everybody out. When will they have a new all-time high on NVIDIA? When will they have an all-time high on NVIDIA? Well, NVIDIA is going to 2x all the way to $200, and the earnings is just around the corner. Diamond Hands all the way now. Don't sell. It's gonna have much more. Yes, I'm not selling a single share of anything. This is my portfolio. I started with $5,000. And I'm now at 106,714. I'll probably be at 110,000 by the end of this week. I thought we could do it today, actually. But now these earnings are coming out, and then we get Meta. Oh, Cambiz has just subscribed to the music channel. So again, same to you, Cambiz. Tell your friends. And if you've got a favorite charity, tell me. I want to raise millions of dollars for charity for free. I'll give all... in fact, I don't even give the money away. It goes directly to the registered charity. That's the wonderful part of it. All right. Appreciate you, sir. It's my pleasure. I just love to do it, right? I want everyone to make money, everyone to get rich, everyone's charity to be helped out. Brilliant. I just put on a sub request on my Discord page, Florida Boy Survival. I did see your Discord request. Unfortunately, I won't accept your request. I appreciate it very much. The reason is I don't want to be a dead subscriber. I don't believe in that. I don't subscribe or follow or support anything that I cannot engage with fully because I haven't got the time. Right now, my focus is on helping people on this channel, building the best, most live channel in the world, raising millions of dollars for charity. That's my focus. And I am working in this studio 12 hours a day, every day. And if I followed your Discord, I would never have time to comment on it. I have literally thousands of emails, thousands of requests every day, and I don't accept them. I'm here as a creator. I don't take part in other things like that. I know that sounds quite brutal, but it's honest. It's the same as why I don't follow for follow on X and YouTube. A lot of people do that. They follow for follow. I don't do it because if I follow everybody that follows me on X, if I subscribe to everyone that subscribes to me on YouTube, the value of my subscriptions and the value of my engagement is worth nothing. If you have 1 million followers and you follow 1 million people, your value of your engagement is zero. On X, Facebook, anything. It's the same as I have 38,000 followers on TikTok. I don't follow anybody. And the reason for that is when I do my charitable events, when I do my Meet the CEOs, when I talk to the press, I did an interview recently with Bloomberg. In the end, I pulled it because of their bad behavior. I get all of these opportunities because they look at my engagement and they go, bloody hell, he's got 2,000 followers on X and he follows no one. That's it. It's the same. It's what I do. And the reason for that is it will not give me strength of the platforms if I follow everybody.
Fortnite's 187 has become a member.
Thank you so much indeed, in Port Knights. I can do more for you by not following you. What I can do is like I did today. I can get everyone to subscribe to your YouTube channel. I can get everyone I can raise millions of dollars for charity because I don't follow everybody. And that's why. I hope you understand that. You imagine if Mr. Beast subscribed to every channel that subscribed to him. He would subscribe to hundreds of millions and his engagement ratio would be rubbish. So I'm sorry if you wanted me to, but I just don't. I've been offered hundreds of thousands of dollars from corporations to sponsor this channel. I turn it down. I only let my members sponsor this channel. Only my members, and they only pay $99 to sponsor the channel. We had one guy, Mark Korn. Within 4 days, we got him in the top 10 short stories on Amazon. 4 days earlier, he hadn't sold a single book or had a single review. He asked me to help him. And I said, everybody, go and download his book, go and leave a review. And within 4 days, he was in the top 10. These things happen because of the strength of my ratio to engagement. 98% of my live viewers, more than any other channel on planet Earth, are members. That's the reason. I can do stuff to help people and do stuff as long as my engagement is real. I start following everybody and stuff like that. It's rubbish. What I do is I will comment and share and post and engage real, live, just not do all the following stuff. I hope that makes sense. Right. Okay. Thank you, Mike. We don't use comments like diamond hands. We are not a meme channel, just honest people here helping everyone here. Mike is right. Try not to be mean. Absolutely. We don't use those phrases, diamond hands to the moon, because they were all made up by people like BitBoy, a guy who was a drug addict, a guy who was an alcoholic. He just got lucky on Bitcoin and then went crazy. He used to work in like a fast food restaurant and then one day got famous and then thought he was the king of the world. We don't do any of that rubbish. If Warren Buffett started using phrases like go to the moon, I would probably use it. But he doesn't. He wouldn't do such a thing. It's not a proper financial term. It suggests all kinds of emotions which we do not want to apply to investing. We always make money. Samurai Revise, just subscribe to the music channel. Tell all your friends, mate. If you get all your friends to do it and then you have a favorite charity, I will do a concert and all the money will go directly to your charity for free, directly. I will take nothing from it. Fantastic. Right, Meta, we've got now just 30 minutes to go, or 28 minutes now actually. 28 minutes before the call begins. We'll be there live. You won't miss a thing. We've got it all queued up. So then, this is a very exciting evening. Now then, what we want to do is we want to get 100 likes on the video. Share this out so people know what's going on. We've got 71 watching, 27 likes. You ready? Here we go. Let's get to it. Let's get busy. Ready? Here we go. We want to make millions for charity here. Let's not mess around. We got 71 watching. We've got 27 likes. Let's refresh it. The most we could get is about 40 because 50% of people aren't signing to Google, just the way it is. 27 likes. See it? 27. It's always about 50% of what watches. They're not signed in. They'd rather be incognito. No idea why. 27. Let's get 30. Come on. 31. There we go. That'll do for me. 31. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much indeed. That'll do. 100 would be better. That's when we get suggested by YouTube. Right. Portfolio going up. We hit an all-time high today of 107,000. I started with just $5,000. Don't ever short a stock. Don't ever do options. And here I am at $106,000, nearly $107,000. I'm beating the market most days. Great. Thank you, Yuso. Is it too late to buy some Meta or Nvidia? Is it too late to buy some Meta, Nvidia? Well, are you a trader or are you an investor? I don't know. I don't know your position. No worries, Martin. I hope you understand. I hate saying it, but I really hope you understand. Right, we had a new member. Would everybody is in Fortnite? Are you still here? We got time to do this. Are you here? I want to give you all your perks and benefits. You get many perks. Are you here? Would everybody please welcome? Import Nights? Welcome. What country are you from? What is your native language? I'll speak to you in your language, and I will fly the flag for you if it's not one we've already covered. Welcome. Import. Right. Import night. You ready for the best welcome you've ever had? You watch this. Every member now will welcome you in. It's what we do. So members, could you copy and paste, please? Welcome Import Nights in. New member. So what country are you from? We have members in 62 countries and 14 languages. You're from the USA and English. That's great. So I don't have to do any translations then. I'm from Cornwall in England. My studio is here in Dallas, Texas. Welcome to you. So we'll leave the flags just for a minute, but you know, I was hoping we were going to go for our 63rd country there. We've got 62 at the moment. These are the countries: Chile, USA, England, Australia, Turkey, Italy, Ireland, Portugal, Uruguay, Canada, Uganda, Lebanon, Norway, South Africa, Argentina, Germany, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Denmark, Mauritius, Czech Republic, Lithuania, Romania, Morocco, Costa Rica, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Croatia, Israel, Netherlands, Rwanda, Palestine, Iran, Jamaica, Taiwan, South Korea, Ecuador, France, Russia, New Zealand, Georgia, Iceland, Hungary, India, Switzerland, Poland, Belgium, United Arab Emirates, Oman, Singapore, Scotland, Wales, Cuba, Brazil, Afghanistan, Libya, Sweden, Bulgaria, Syria, Latvia, and Tunisia. We have members in all those countries. Alrighty then. Okay. Now then, thank you very much for your membership. What did you do? Did you become a bronze member? You did. Okay. So as a member, you can now ask me to poll the audience. You can ask a question. If we get too busy, I will filter it amongst members, so I will only see the members' comments. We have members-only live streams. Many shows people never see. They're members only. Go down on the homepage here, and you will see members-only videos. You can now see all these members-only videos. Everybody else can't see it. Members-only videos. We have members-only live streams. As a member, you can ask me to poll the audience, ask a question. I will reply to all of your questions. Sometimes I will make a video reply if you reply to any of my videos, so it'll help you grow if you are a YouTuber, but also I will answer all your questions. I can't do replies to replies. I can't filter it like that, but I will answer all your original questions. So if you have a question, leave a comment and I will reply to every single comment on every single video. Every single one. Personally, I do it myself. I don't use AI. I just talk into my phone and I reply. If you do a reply, I don't see the replies. Just do a fresh comment and I will see it. If you follow me on any of my social media, I will engage with you. So I won't follow back like we just explained, but I will engage with you and help you grow by engagement. Real engagement, not just cheap following. Okay, I engage with you. If you want to have me do a full review, up to an hour-long video, I will do it for you. You just bid a super chat from $1 and you can go on the list. Right now, $1 will get you 7th on the list. Once earnings season's out the way, I'm going to get back to the reviews. I've just not been able to pick it up the last few days. If you bid more than that, you go high up in the list and it might be done straight away. It depends on your bid. Okay, but from $1, you can have that. You can have a birthday song on your birthday, a birthday card if you subscribe to the newsletter. You can access Discord. You can get all the free training from Ed Nevius, who teaches you how to scalp trade. That's all free. That's provided for you for free by Ed Nevius. He's learned and paid to learn, and he provides it to you for free. You can get all of that. You can phone into the show live. You can be live on the show. Call in. The list goes on and on. Friday night on my music channel, every Friday night, 4 p.m. Central, after the closing bell, we do a concert, and you can have a free song. We do super chats for songs. You'll get a free song as you are a new member. We'll celebrate your birthday live on the show. Just let us know it's your birthday and we'll celebrate it for you. What else is there? Oh, you can be a researcher and send in news into Discord and I will cover the news for you, your favorite stocks. I'll do it, and we often rank number 1 for the stocks that we cover, and you will get a video which will promote your stock. Remember, I only own the S&P, so I'm not here to pump and dump stock. So my videos aren't designed to pump a stock, they're just providing the facts. If it's great, I'll say it's great. If it's crap, I'll say it's crap. Simple as that. Finland, I've been to Helsinki, I've been to Finland, but I don't think Finland is on the list. No, we do not yet have a member from Finland. So if you become a member, it would go from 62 to 63, and I would fly the flag for you if you become a member from Finland, and I will speak Finnish to you. Okay, so what I'm going to do now from our new member is give you the video you need to watch. There is no ads on this, but it tells you all about the perks and benefits that you get as a member. There is the video in the chat, just there. And here are some of the links that you might need. Alpha Spread, as a member now, you can get discount on the software that I use, basically making my membership for free. It's that good. I know the CEO of the company, and you get a better deal than CNBC, Bloomberg, Seeking Alpha, anybody. There's the music channel for Friday night. You can have a free song. There's the membership link for anybody else who likes this. There is Instagram. There is X. There is the all links, martynlucas.com. So you can get the newsletter, you can get the birthday card, the Christmas card, all the stock giveaways. My sponsors give me stuff. I just give it to you. I don't want it. There's the extra channel. Now you remember here, you can be a member for 99 cents on the extra channel. There is the link. And there is Discord. Now, if you are clicking on Discord and you want the free training, one-on-one training from Ed Nevius, you want the crypto tips from Sensei, they're all free. We don't charge for training. It's all free. It's just part of being a member. Okay? If you sign up for Discord, you won't see anything because it's members only. I have to manually upgrade you during a live show. It takes 10 minutes for you to sign up because of security. With 20 minutes to go, by the way, before the earnings, you're in the right place. So you go on the Discord, you sign up, you won't see anything. You come here in YouTube in a live show, give me your username, I'll upgrade you. Should you wish to have Discord, see all the trading tips, speak to all the members, the traders, remember, we're members only. We don't have scammers and bots and people pumping stocks, telling you a lot of crap, living on Reddit rooms, talking nonsense. We have real investors, real long-term traders and long-term investors with real money. We have some very wealthy people here, and we have people with just a few bucks. We have everybody here. But no one is making up stories to manipulate their own bags and promote stuff. That's rubbish. As soon as I see it, I ban it. Okay? So if you don't want to be a member, but you do a YouTube member, but you do want to access Discord, you can become a Discord subscriber. And you can pay for the service on Discord if you want to. But you get it for free as a YouTube member if you want to. Right. Oh, wow. Another one. Thank you. Important nights. Shall I refresh it? Now we've got just over 15 minutes to go before the earnings on Meta. You are in the right place. Mark Zuckerberg will be live on the show in a few minutes, literally in my studio, live with you all. If you just tuned in and you're not aware of what is going on right now, something very special I want to let all you wealthy people know about. So tap the like button, click subscribe and ring the bell. What we're asking you to do here is I was voted as the world piano man by Sir Elton John. This is my music channel. And down here, you can see all the videos that I do and all the things that I'm doing. I'm trying to do charitable fundraising giving and raise millions of dollars for charity. The charities of your choice, not mine, yours. And the registered charities, the money will go directly to the registered charities. Whoa, 5,900. Look, it's just gone up. So what I'm asking you to do, when we get to 10,000, okay, when we get to 10,000, YouTube turn on YouTube giving. It allows me to do fundraiser concerts for free where all the money goes directly to your favorite charities. Your favorite charities. I think we've got Spain, Team Fusion, haven't we? I think we got Spain. Let me just scroll down. So what I'm asking you to do is just subscribe to my music channel. You don't have to pay. You don't have to do anything. Just get me to 10,000. Now, if you've got lots of friends and a favorite charity that you want to support, tell all your friends to subscribe to it and then come back and say, hey, Martin, I got 100 people to subscribe to your channel. Can you do a charitable fundraiser for cancer research? And I'll say, no, bugger off. No, I'll say yes. And we'll do the concert and all the money will go directly to your charity. None to me whatsoever. There is the link in the chat. Tune in to my channel and your name will come up on the screen and we'll give you an update in a minute. Right, let me have a look. Is Spain on the list? Did I just call Spain out? You're living in Spain. I don't think we have Spain. I don't think we have Spain. This could be our 63rd country. Just checking. We don't have Spain. We now have 63 countries represent. Have I got time to put the badge on? Yes, I have. Let me put the flag on. So here we go. Right. Edit. Spain. Here we go. Spain. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spain. Here we go. I'm putting in Spain right now. SPAIN. Spain. Here we go. Save. Okay. Watch the flags. It will be the last one that you see. We now have 63 countries represented. And that is great. So let me come back to Meta. Do you need a hand, babe? Okay. My wife's just back from shopping and sometimes she might need a hand lifting something in. Right, Spain. Okay, so you'll see the flag come up. How long have we got? 14 minutes. There we go. Here comes the Meta earnings. Mute that. That'll, wait. There you go. Bloody hell. We've got slides up tonight for Meta. We've got slides up. Here we go. This will be coming up. Keep your eye out, Team Fusion, for your Spanish badge coming up. So I'm now just going to welcome you in Spanish as well. You get it all. I know you've already been here for ages, but you get it anyway. How come it's taken all this bloody time? Unbelievable. How come it's taken all this bloody time to sort this out? Bloody hell. Bloody hell's right. Spain. Why can't I see it? There we go. Welcome, team, to the family. How come it took you so flipping long to let us know that your country is Spain? You probably mentioned it a few times, but now you have your very own badge and your very own Spanish message. Here we go.
¿Cómo es que tardaste tanto en decirnos que tu país es España? Probablemente lo mencionaste unas cuantas veces. Pero ahora tienes tu propia insignia y tu propio mensaje en español. Aquí vamos.
Fantastic. All right. There you go. Can't say I don't do nothing for you, can you? Okay. Now then. 12 minutes to go before Zuckerberg's on the show. Let's have an update on the music channel, shall we? Are you ready? This will be exciting. Did we get 5,900? 5,900. Flipping heck. This is one of my best ever days for the music channel. 5,907. Fantastic. Thank you ever so much, everybody who did that. We're on the way. Don't forget, tell all your friends. Tell all your friends about it, because if you've got a favorite charity, I will do your fundraiser concert. It's just part of the service. If you help me so I can help people, I want to give back. All right? Did you see your flag? Did you see your flag? I hope you saw your flag. It's just gone by. All right? I've got to clear the flags now because it is earnings time. Same as everybody on TikTok. If you want me to raise money for your charity, it's completely free. I'm here to help people, right? You know what to do. Right. That's on the way. That's looking good. Mike, isn't it great? Isn't it great? Don't forget, if you want to... Oh, hello. He's subscribing to everything now. He's subscribing to extra. Sod it. I'll be on all of them. It's a good idea, really. Be on the whole network. Be in the family. Might as well. Might as well. Right. Look at that. Look at that. Bloody marvellous. Right. 7-4. Wow, these are some good numbers. These are some good numbers. Oh, really, really exciting tonight. Can't believe it. I wonder how long it will take. Should we try and do it by the end of the year? Try and get to 10,000 by the end of the year so we can turn it on. So if everybody tells your friends, if all your friends, if you go and tell people, right, I can get a free fundraiser concert for your favorite charity, tell all your friends, use your Facebook, use your emails, get them on the phone. Tell everyone, if you just subscribe to him, if he gets to 10,000, he'll do a free concert for our charity. And I will. The only caveat is you have to be a properly, fully registered charity. You can't be Mike's fund, all right? Mike can't go, well, I'll tell all my mates to do it because Mike's fund, Mike, but you're probably not on the list of registered charities. I'm just saying. I don't think I'm on there either. Otherwise, I'd do it for myself. All right. You do so much for us. The least we can do is subscribe to you. I appreciate it, mate. That's really great. Let's go, Zuckerberg. Carries SPY to 600 by open. Good afternoon, all. Yeah. The S&P 500 will 3x by the end of the decade, which is when I might want to start taking some profit. So my aim and my goal, which is 100% achievable, 100%, is $1 million live on the channel, live right in front of you. Everyone will see it every day to $1 million. That's it, 100%. As long as I work hard and sit here 12 hours a day and plow on, $1 million within the next 6 years. And then I can live on dividends. I'll have 100 grand a year, live on dividends. And I've got my little house in England. I've already bought it. I've already paid for it. I've got no loans, no car loans. I can live. I probably won't retire though. I'll carry on doing this, doing my concerts, doing my fundraisers. All right. So anyway, there you go. Omran, you're a great man, Martin. Omran, not really. It's easy to be me. I sit here. I've got the best job in the world, Omran. I've got the best job in the world. I mean, really, right? Right, we've got 8 minutes to go. I spent the first, was it 34, 35, 36 years of my life touring the world as the world piano man, doing all of that. I had a wonderful time. And then because of my back and COVID, I can't do it anymore. And I built this TV studio and thought, right, I do not want to be a YouTuber. I do not want to make up videos that just get you to click and make me money. That's a horrible, disgusting thing to do, manipulating people. I'm just going to be live all day. I'm going to be live all day so everyone can judge me, challenge me, question me, and I'm going to put everything on the line. There's all my money. There it is. This is my life, and sit here and do it. That's what I want to do. That's what I am doing. And every day I say to Leah, got up this morning, my wife, and I said, we got 6 minutes to go. You won't miss anything. I said, I'm really excited today. I think we're going to have a really good day with the FOMC, with the earnings. I said, I'm going to talk to the world today. Every day I talk to the world. 63 countries now in 14 languages. Every day. What better job in the world is that? And then I've got the opportunity to raise millions for charity. And all day long I just sit here having a laugh. How's that work? It's not work, is it? I mean, my brain's going like, brrr, editing videos, going live, running the screens, doing all the lights, the sound, the production. It's a lot, I suppose. But people, it's not. People are out digging the roads. People, doctors and nurses, fixing people's hearts. That's school teachers, firemen, soldiers. That's hard. Me sitting here, having a laugh, talking down a camera to nobody, pretending there's somebody really there. It's not a bloody job, is it? But I get paid to do it, so I'm happy to do it. Brilliant. Right, where are we? Okay. Enough of this malarkey. Let's get ready to rock and roll. 3 minutes, is it 4 minutes ago? Something like that. Something like that. Four minutes. Let's read some of the comments. Today I'm up $6,000. Brilliant. Congratulations, Matt. What is your biggest position? The S&P 500, 100%. I think I missed something here. You could plan weddings, Martin. That's a great job. Meeting people from all... I've done loads of weddings. I've even done royal weddings. I've done weddings, hundreds of them, thousands of them. That's a great job. Meeting people from all over the world who believe in your planning their lifetime event. That's a satisfaction. I agree. Oh, you're talking about your job. Of course you are. Sorry. That went right over my head. I agree with you, Team Fusion. I think that's a wonderful thing that you do. You are part of people's special days. You're bloody right, mate. Yeah. I'll leave that to you, though. You can just ring me up if you want and say, you can say, Martin, I've got a couple here. They would love you to sing at their wedding. They've got a big screen at the end in the church or at the party, and they want you to sing live from your studio at the wedding. Think about it, Team Fusion. No one can do it as good as me. I can do Ed Sheeran perfect, 4K, big screen. They can have their names on the screen. Oh, think about that. You could sell that for a service, easy. And as a member of my channel, guess what? I help you out, see? Oh, you're thinking, bloody hell, it's good, isn't it? Yeah. I've done that for people all over the world. They love it. Anyway, which is your favorite stock? Who are you asking? I'm up $5,000 today. 28,000 today. Might be best day I've ever had. I can't say the same past few weeks. There you go. I'm all alone here on Twitch. You are, I'm afraid. Nobody watches on Twitch. I'm on Twitch. I stream on Twitch, but no one watches. Nobody watches on Rumble. I get about 2 people on Rumble. Yeah, it's all on YouTube. YouTube TV is taking over the world. It's never going anywhere. Google, YouTube, same thing. Absolutely right. You subscribe to me. You know, if you subscribe using Amazon Prime, it's free. I get about $3.50 a month, which goes into running the show, and you support the show for free. If you use Amazon Prime. Yes, I used it. That's very, very kind of you. Thank you very, very much indeed for your support. Thank you so much. Jace, the ace, I appreciate that. All of the money goes into running the studio and so on. So you are like a member on YouTube. So you know what? Can everyone say hello to Jace? Jace the ace. He's over on Twitch, feeling alone, but he's just subscribed to me. So he's supporting me by a few bucks a month. It's like being a bronze member. And yet no one knows he's there. So everyone, copy and paste, welcome Jace the ace. That's really important. That I don't want him to feel left out. Absolutely not. Here we go. 1 minute to go for the earnings. Let me check the audio. Yes. Good. Good. Has everyone subscribed? Has everyone liked? I'm just checking. It's a very quiet one tonight. I was hoping it'd be busier than this, but never mind. Click subscribe and ring the bell. Tap the like button. Thanks, Rich. Can everyone put... There we go. Well done, Jace the ace. We appreciate you. There you go. You're getting comments coming up now. Well done, Jace the ace. There you go. Look, see? You can't see it unless I put it on the screen. So I'm going to put it on the screen. There you go. No one gets left behind. Everyone gets answered. Everyone gets their comments answered too. Everyone's important. Everyone gets to be a rock star, but not as much as me. No one's allowed to be more famous than me. All right? Welcome, Jace. Hi, Jace the ace. See, best members in the world. Everyone's allowed to be famous, but not as much as me. Otherwise, we'll fall out. As long as I'm the most famous person here, we'll be friends. If someone's more famous than me, then I fall out with people. It's all about me.
Bruno V has become a member.
Bruno V, did you hear all the benefits you get? Right, okay, we're just seconds away now from the earnings. Here we go. If you get onto Discord, I will upgrade you tomorrow in the live chat. If you come on in, you won't see anything until I upgrade you live in the show. You've got to tell me your username. There is Discord. There is all the perks. There's Alpha Spread. There's member 1, member 2. There's the extra channel. You should now become a member on extra, as you remember here, for 99 cents, all right? The 12 hours a day stream. Their audio's very quiet. Come on, Zuckerberg, sort your life out, mate. Right, we're going to be live in a minute. Between now and tomorrow, or whenever you come back, go and watch the onboarding video. There's no ads on it. It's just so you know how membership works. Here it is, the how and why member video. There you go. Okay, there you go. Here we go. Showtime.
Welcome, everyone, to the Meta second quarter earnings conference call.
She's very
All
upbeat.
lines have been placed on mute to prevent any background noise. After the speaker's remarks, there will be a question and answer session.
You can't put me on mute.
If you would like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad. To withdraw your question, again, press star 1. We ask that you limit yourself to one question. This call will be recorded. Thank you very much. Kenneth Dorell, Meta's Director of Investor Relations, you may begin.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to Meta Platforms' second quarter 2024 earnings conference call. Joining me today to discuss our results are Mark Zuckerberg, CEO, and Susan Li, CFO. Before we get started, I would like to take this opportunity to remind you that our remarks today will include forward-looking statements. Actual results may differ materially from those contemplated by these forward-looking statements. Materially are set forth in today's earnings press release and in our quarterly report on Form 10-Q filed with the SEC. Any forward-looking statements that we make on this call are based on assumptions as of today, and we undertake no obligation to update these statements as a result of new information or future events. During this call, we will present both GAAP and certain non-GAAP financial measures. A reconciliation of GAAP to non-GAAP measures is included in today's earnings press release. The earnings press release and an accompanying investor presentation are available on our website at investor.fb.com. And now I'd like to turn the call over to Mark.
All right, thanks, Ken. And hey, everyone, thanks for joining today. This was a strong quarter for our community and business. We estimate that there are now more than 3.2 billion people using at least one of our apps each day. The growth we're seeing here in the U.S. has especially been a bright spot. WhatsApp now serves more than 100 million monthly actives in the U.S., and we're seeing good year-over-year growth across Facebook, Instagram, and Threads as well, both in the U.S. and globally. I'm particularly pleased with the progress that we're making with young adults on Facebook. The numbers we're seeing, especially in the U.S., really go against the public narrative around who's using the app. A couple of years ago, we started focusing our apps more on 18 to 29-year-olds, and it's good to see that those efforts are driving good results. Another bright spot is Threads, which is about to hit 200 million monthly actives. We're making steady progress towards building what looks like it's going to be another major social app. And we're seeing deeper engagement, and I'm quite pleased with the trajectory here. The big theme right now is, of course, AI, and I'll focus my comments today on three areas. What AI means for our family of apps and core business, what new AI experiences and opportunities we see, and how AI is shaping our metaverse work. So let's start. Across Facebook and Instagram, advances in AI continue to improve the quality of recommendations and drive engagement. And we keep finding that as we develop more general recommendation models, content recommendations get better. In this quarter, we rolled out our full-screen video player and unified video recommendation service across Facebook, bringing Reels, longer videos, and Live into a single experience. And this has allowed us to extend our unified AI systems, which had already increased engagement on Facebook Reels more than our initial move from CPUs to GPUs did. Over time, I'd like to see us move towards a single unified recommendation system that powers all of the content, including things like people you may know, across all of our surfaces. We're not there yet, so there's still upside, and we're making good progress here. AI is also going to significantly evolve our services for advertisers in some exciting ways. It used to be that advertisers came to us with a specific audience they wanted to reach, like a certain age group, geography, or interests. Eventually, we got to the point where our ad systems could better predict who would be interested than the advertisers could themselves. But today, advertisers still need to develop creative themselves. And in the coming years, AI will be able to generate creative for advertisers as well, and will also be able to personalize it as people see it. Over the long term, advertisers will basically just be able to tell us a business objective and a budget, and we're going to go do the rest for them. We're going to get there incrementally over time, but I think this is going to be a very big deal. Moving on to some of the brand new experiences that AI enables. Last quarter, we started broadly rolling out our assistant, Meta AI, and it is on track to achieve our goal of becoming the most used AI assistant by the end of the year. We have an exciting roadmap ahead of things that we want to add, but the bottom line here is that Meta AI feels like it is on track to be an important service, and it's improving quickly, both in intelligence and features. Some of the use cases are utilitarian, like searching for information or role-playing difficult conversations before you have them with another person. And other uses are more creative, like the new Imagine Yourself feature that lets you create images of yourself doing whatever you want in whatever style you want. And part of the beauty of AI is that it's general. So we're still uncovering the wide range of use cases that it's valuable for. An important part of our vision is that we're not just creating a single AI, but enabling lots of people to create their own AIs. And this week, we launched AI Studio, which lets anyone create AIs to interact with across our apps. I think that creators are especially going to find this quite valuable. There are millions of creators across our apps, and these are people who want to engage more with their communities, and their communities want to engage more with them, but there are only so many hours in the day. So now they're going to be able to use AI Studio to create AI agents that can channel them to chat with their community, answer people's questions, create content, and more. So I'm quite excited about this. But this goes beyond creators too. Anyone is going to be able to build their own AIs based on their interests or different topics that they are going to be able to engage with or share with their friends.
Always me. Never use AI.
Business
ever.
AIs are the other big piece here. We're still in alpha testing with more and more businesses. The feedback we're getting is positive so far. Over time, I think that just like every business has a website, a social media presence, and an email address, in the future, I think that every business is also going to have an AI agent that their customers can interact with. And our goal is to make it easy for every small business, eventually every business, to pull all of their content and catalog into an AI agent that drives sales and saves them money. When this is working at scale, I think that this is going to dramatically accelerate our business messaging revenue. There are a lot of other new opportunities here that I'm excited about too, but I'll save those for another day when we're ready to roll them out. The engine that powers all these new experiences is the Llama family of foundation models. And this quarter, we released Llama 3.1, which includes the first frontier-level open source model, as well as new and industry-leading small and medium-sized models. The 405 billion model has better cost performance relative to the leading closed models, and because it's open, it is immediately the best choice for fine-tuning and distilling your own custom models of whatever size you need. I think we're going to look back at Llama 3.1 as an inflection point in the industry, where open source AI started to become the industry standard, just like Linux is. I often get asked why I'm so bullish on open source. I wrote a letter along with the Llama 3.1 release explaining why I believe that open source is better for developers, for Meta, and for the world more broadly. My view is that open source will be safer, will enable innovation that improves all of our lives faster, and will also create more shared prosperity. For Meta's own interests, we're in the business of building the best consumer and advertiser experiences. And to do that, we need to have access to the leading technology infrastructure and not get constrained by what competitors will let us do. But these models are ecosystems. They're not just kind of isolated pieces of software that we can develop by ourselves. So if we want the most robust ecosystem of tools, efficiency improvements, silicon optimizations, and other integrations to develop around our models, then we need them to be widely used by developers across the industry. And once we know that we're going to have access to the leading models, then I'm confident that we're going to be able to build the best social and advertising experiences. Part of why I'm so optimistic about this is that we have a long track record of success with open source. We've saved billions of dollars with Open Compute Project by having supply chains standardized on our infra designs. Open sourcing tools like PyTorch and React has led to real benefits for us from all of the industry's contributions. This approach has consistently worked for us, and I expect it will work here too. Another major area of focus is figuring out the right level of infra capacity to support training more and more advanced models. Llama 3 is already competitive with the most advanced models, and we're already starting to work on Llama 4, which we're aiming to be the most advanced in the industry next year. We are planning for the compute clusters and data we'll need for the next several years. The amount of compute needed to train Llama 4 will likely be almost 10 times more than what we used to train Llama 3, and future models will continue to grow beyond that. It's hard to predict how this will trend multiple generations out into the future, but at this point, I'd rather risk building capacity before it is needed rather than too late, given the long lead times for spinning up new infra projects. And as we scale these investments, we're of course going to remain committed to operational efficiency across the company. The last area that I want to discuss is how AI is shaping our metaverse work, which continues to be our other long-term focus. Last quarter, I discussed how advances in AI have pulled in the timelines for some of our products. A few years ago, I would have predicted that holographic AR would be possible before smart AI, but now it looks like those technologies will actually be ready in the opposite order. We're well positioned for that because of the Reality Labs investments that we've already made. Ray-Ban Meta glasses continue to be a bigger hit sooner than we expected, thanks in part to AI. Demand is still outpacing our ability to build them, but I'm hopeful that we'll be able to meet that demand soon. Essilor-Luxottica has been a great partner to work with on this, and we are excited to team up with them to build future generations of AI glasses as we continue to build our long-term partnership. Quest 3 sales are also outpacing our expectations, and I think that's because it is not just the best MR headset for the price, but it's the best headset on the market, period. In addition to gaming, people are increasingly taking advantage of Quest's capabilities as a general computing platform, spending time watching videos, browsing websites, extending their PC via virtual desktop, and more. Horizon also continues to grow across VR, mobile, and desktop, and I expect that it will become an increasingly important part of that ecosystem as well. We're hosting our annual Connect conference on September 25th, and we will have lots of exciting updates around all of our AI and metaverse work, so I encourage you to tune into that. At the end of the day, we are in the fortunate position where the strong results that we're seeing in our core products and business give us the opportunity to make deep investments for the future. And I plan to fully seize that opportunity to build some amazing things that will pay off for our community and our investors for decades to come. The progress we're making on both the foundational technology and product experiences suggests that we're on the right track. I'm proud of what our team has accomplished so far, and I'm optimistic about our ability to execute on the opportunities ahead. As always, thank you to our teams who are pushing all of this important work forward, and thanks to all of you for being on this journey with us. And now here is Susan.
Thanks, Mark, and good afternoon, everyone. Let's begin with our consolidated results. All comparisons are on a year-over-year basis, unless otherwise noted. Q2 total revenue was $39.1 billion, up 22%, or 23% on a constant currency basis. Q2 total expenses were $24.2 billion, up 7% compared to last year. In terms of the specific line items, Cost of revenue increased 23%, driven primarily by higher infrastructure and Reality Labs inventory costs. R&D increased 13%, primarily driven by higher headcount-related expenses and infrastructure costs, which were partially offset by lower restructuring costs. Marketing and sales decreased 14%, due mainly to lower restructuring and headcount-related costs. G&A decreased 12%, mostly due to lower legal-related expenses. We ended the first quarter with almost 70,800 employees, up 2% from Q1. Second quarter operating income was $14.8 billion, representing a 38% operating margin. Our tax rate for the quarter was 11%. Net income was $13.5 billion, or $5.16 per share. Capital expenditures, including principal payments on finance leases, were $8.5 billion, driven by investments in servers, data centers, and network infrastructure. Free cash flow was $10.9 billion. We repurchased $6.3 billion of our Class A common stock and paid $1.3 billion in dividends to shareholders, ending the quarter with $58.1 billion in cash and marketable securities and $18.4 billion in debt. Moving now to our segment results. I'll begin with our Family of Apps segment. Our community across the Family of Apps continues to grow, with approximately 3.27 billion people using at least one of our Family of Apps on a daily basis in June. Q2 total Family of Apps revenue was $38.7 billion, up 22% year over year. Q2 Family of Apps ads revenue was $38.3 billion, up 22% or 23% on a constant currency basis. Within ad revenue, the online commerce vertical was the largest contributor to year-over-year growth, followed by gaming and entertainment and media. On a user geography basis, ad revenue growth was strongest in Rest of World and Europe at 33% and 26% respectively. Asia Pacific grew 20% and North America grew 17%. On an advertiser geography basis, total revenue growth continued to be strongest in Asia Pacific at 28%, though growth was below the first quarter rate of 41% as we lapped a period of stronger demand from China-based advertisers. In Q2, the total number of ad impressions served across our services and the average price per ad both increased 10%. Impression growth was mainly driven by Asia Pacific and Rest of World. Pricing growth was driven by increased advertiser demand, in part due to improved ad performance. This was partially offset by impression growth, particularly from lower monetizing regions and surfaces. Family of Apps other revenue was $389 million, up 73%, driven primarily by business messaging revenue growth from our WhatsApp business platform. We continue to direct the majority of our investments toward the development and operation of our Family of Apps. In Q2, Family of Apps expenses were $19.4 billion, representing approximately 80% of our overall expenses. Family of Apps expenses were up 4%, mostly due to higher infrastructure and headcount-related expenses, which were partially offset by lower restructuring costs. Family of Apps operating income was $19.3 billion, representing a 50% operating margin. Within our Reality Labs segment, Q2 was $353 million, up 28%, driven primarily by Quest headset sales. Reality Labs expenses were $4.8 billion, up 21% year over year, driven mainly by higher headcount-related expenses and Reality Labs inventory costs. Reality Labs operating loss was $4.5 billion. Turning now to the business outlook. There are two primary factors that drive our revenue performance: our ability to deliver engaging experiences for our community and our effectiveness at monetizing that engagement over time. To deliver engaging experiences, we remain focused on executing our priorities, including video and in-feed recommendations. On Instagram, Reels engagement continues to grow as we make ongoing enhancements to our recommendation systems. Part of this work has been focused on increasing the share of original posts within recommendations so people can discover the best of Instagram, including content from emerging creators. Now, more than half of recommendations in the US come from original posts. On Facebook, we're seeing encouraging early results from the global rollout of our unified video player and ranking systems in June. This initiative allows us to bring all video types on Facebook into one viewing experience, which we expect will unlock additional growth opportunities for short-form video as we increasingly mix shorter videos into the overall base of Facebook video engagement. We expect the relevance of video recommendations will continue to increase as we benefit from unifying video ranking across Facebook and integrating our next-generation recommendation systems. These have already shown promising gains since we began using the new systems to support Facebook Reels recommendations last year. We expect to expand these new systems to support more surfaces beyond Facebook video over the course of this year and next year. We're also seeing good momentum with our longer-term engagement priorities, including generative AI and threads. People have used Meta AI for billions of queries since we first introduced it. We're seeing particularly promising signs on WhatsApp in terms of retention and engagement, which has coincided with India becoming our largest market for Meta AI usage. You can now use Meta AI in over 20 countries and 8 languages, and in the US, we're rolling out new features like Imagine Edit, which allows people to edit images they generate with Meta AI. Beyond generative AI, the Threads community also continues to grow and deepen their engagement as we ship new features and enhance our content recommendation systems. Now to the second driver of our revenue performance, increasing monetization efficiency. There are 2 parts to this work. The first is optimizing the level of ads within organic engagement. We continue to see opportunities to grow ad supply on lower monetizing surfaces like video, including within Facebook as the mix of overall video engagement shifts more to shorter videos over time, which creates more ad insertion opportunities. More broadly, we are continuing to get better at determining the best ads to show and when to show them during a person's session across both Facebook and Instagram. This is enabling us to drive revenue growth and conversions without increasing the number of ads, or in some cases, even reducing ad load. The second part of improving monetization efficiency is enhancing marketing performance. We continue to be pleased with our progress here, with AI playing an increasingly central role. We're improving ad delivery by adopting more sophisticated modeling techniques made possible by AI advancements, including our Meta Lattice ad ranking architecture, which continued to provide ad performance and efficiency gains in the second quarter. We're also making it easier for advertisers to maximize ad performance and automate more of their campaign setup with our Advantage Plus suite of solutions. We're seeing these tools continue to unlock performance gains, with a study conducted this year demonstrating 22% higher return on ad spend for U.S. advertisers after they adopted Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. Advertiser adoption of these tools continues to expand, and we're adding new capabilities to make them even more useful. For example, this quarter we introduced flexible format to Advantage Plus shopping, which allows advertisers to upload multiple images and videos in a single ad that we can select from and automatically determine which format to serve in order to yield the best performance. We have also now expanded the list of conversions that businesses can optimize for using Advantage Plus shopping to include an additional 10 conversion types, including objectives like add to cart. Looking forward, we believe generative AI will play a growing role in how businesses market and engage with customers at scale. We expect this technology will continue to make it easier for businesses to develop customized and diverse ad creatives. We've seen promising early results since introducing our first generative AI ad features, image expansion, background generation, and text generation, with more than 1 million advertisers using at least one of these solutions in the past month. In May, we began rolling out full image generation capabilities into Advantage Plus Creative, and we're already seeing improved performance from advertisers using the tool. Finally, we expect AI will help businesses communicate with customers more efficiently through messaging. We're starting by testing the ability for businesses to use AI in their chats with customers to help sell their goods and services and to generate leads. While we are in the early stages, we continue to expand the number of advertisers we're testing with and have seen good advances in the quality of responses since we began using Llama 3. Next, I would like to discuss our approach to capital allocation, which remains unchanged. We continue to invest both in enhancing our core experiences in the near term and developing technologies that we believe will transform how people engage with our services in the years ahead. We expect that having sufficient compute capacity will be central to many of these opportunities. So we are investing meaningfully in infrastructure to support our core AI work in content ranking and ads, as well as our generative AI and advanced research efforts. Our ongoing investment in core AI capacity is informed by the strong returns we've seen and expect to deliver in the future as we advance the relevance of recommended content and ads on our platform. While we expect the returns from generative AI to come in over a longer period of time, we are mapping these investments against the significant monetization opportunities that we expect to be unlocked across customized ad creative, business messaging, a leading AI assistant, and organic content generation. As we scale generative AI training capacity to advance our foundation models, we will continue to build our infrastructure in a way that provides us with flexibility in how we use it over time. This will allow us to direct training capacity to Gen AI inference or to our core ranking and recommendation work when we expect that doing so would be more valuable. We will also continue our focus on improving the cost efficiency of our workloads over time. Reality Labs remains our other long-term initiative that we continue to invest meaningfully in. Quest 3 is selling well, and Ray-Ban Meta smart glasses are showing very promising traction with the early signals that we are seeing across demand, usage, and retention, increasing our confidence in the long-run potential of AR glasses. Finally, as we pursue these investments across near and long-term priorities, we will remain focused on operating the business efficiently. Turning now to the revenue outlook. We expect third quarter 2024 total revenue to be in the range of $38.5 to $41 billion. Our guidance assumes foreign currency is a 2% headwind to year-over-year total revenue growth based on current exchange rates. Turning now to the expense outlook. We expect full year 2024 total expenses to be in the range of $96
Just checking where the audio's gone. Just bear with me. We seem to have lost audio for a second.
with our expanded infrastructure footprint. Turning now to the CapEx outlook. We anticipate our full year 2024 capital expenditures will be in the range of $37 to $40 billion, updated from a range of $35 to $40 billion. While we continue to refine our plans for next year, we currently expect significant CapEx growth in 2025. On to tax. Absent any changes to our tax landscape, we expect our full year 2024 tax rate to be in the mid-teens. In addition, we continue to monitor an active regulatory landscape, including the increasing legal and regulatory headwinds in the EU and the US that could significantly impact our business and our financial results. In closing, Q2 was another good quarter. We continue to execute well across our business priorities and have exciting opportunities in front of us to deliver more value to the people and businesses using our products around the world. With that, Krista, let's open up the call for questions.
Thank you.
We will now open the lines for a question and answer session. To ask a question, please press
Sorry for
star
the
one on your
inconvenience. Please
touch-tone
stick
phone.
with
To withdraw your
me to the
question,
end
again press
for a
star
world
one.
premiere
And please limit yourself to one
following this
question.
broadcast.
Please
Thank
pick up
you.
your handset before asking your question to ensure clarity. If you are streaming today's call, please mute your computer speakers. And your first question comes from the line of Brian Nowak from Morgan Stanley. Please go ahead.
Great. Thanks for taking my questions. I have two, one for Mark, one for Susan. Mark, I wanted to sort of go back to some of the new generative AI-enabled use cases for users and advertisers. You talked about Meta AI, Studio, chatbots, diffusion models. If you could just sort of hone in on one or two of those that you're most excited about, where you're seeing good signal that could be a real driver for the business in 25, 26, just so we sort of know, where are you most focused on all those opportunities and be helpful.
DJ Hayes,
the second one, Susan,
is that
you
you on Discord?
Priorities from building
Give me your
new
username,
infrastructure for
please,
next-generation
in the
models,
chat.
compute
Thank
capacity.
you.
Just walk us through again on the CapEx philosophy.
Give me your
and
Discord
guardrails you
username.
have
Thank you.
around ensuring you generate a healthy return on invested capital for investors from all the CapEx. Thanks.
I can take the first one. So I think the things that will drive the most results in 25 and 26 are actually the first category of things that I talked about in my comments, which are the ways that AI is shaping the existing products. So the ways that it's improving recommendations and helping people find better content, as well as making the advertising experiences more effective. I think that there's a lot of upside there. Those are already products that are at scale. The AI work that we're doing is going to improve that. It'll improve the experience and the business results. The other areas that we're working on, I mean, I think you all know this from following our business for a while, but we have a relatively long business cycle of starting a new product, scaling it to something that reaches 1 billion people or more, and only then really focusing on monetizing at scale. So, realistically, for things like Meta AI, or AI Studio, I mean, these are things that I think will increase engagement in our products and have other benefits that will improve the business and engagement in the near term. But before we're really talking about monetization of any of those things by themselves, I mean, I don't think that anyone should be surprised that I would expect that will be years, right? I think that that's like what we've seen with Reels. It's what we saw with all of these things. But I think, for those who have followed our business for a long time, you can also get a pretty good sense of when things are going to work years in advance. And I think that the people who bet on those early indicators tend to do pretty well, which is why I wanted to share in my comments the early indicator that we had on Meta AI, which is, I mean, look, it's early. Last quarter, I think had just started rolling it out a week or two before our earnings call. This time, we're a few months later, and what we can say is I think we are on track to achieve our goal of being the most used AI assistant by the end of this year. And I think that's a pretty big deal. Is that the only thing we want to do? No. I mean, we obviously want to kind of grow that and grow the engagement on that to be a lot deeper, and then we'll focus on monetizing it over time. But the early signals on this are good, and I think that that's kind of all that we could reasonably have insight into at this point. But I do think that part of what's so fundamental about AI is it's going to end up affecting almost every product that we have in some way. It will improve the existing ones and will make a whole lot of new ones possible. So it's why there are all the jokes about how all the tech CEOs get on these earnings calls and just talk about AI the whole time. It's because it's actually super exciting and it's going to change all these different things over multiple time horizons.
And Brian, I can take the second question. On the ROI part of your question, I would broadly characterize our AI investments into two buckets, core AI and Gen AI. And the two are really at different stages as it relates to driving revenue for our businesses and our ability to measure returns. On our core AI work, we continue to take a very ROI-based approach to our investment here. We're still seeing strong returns as improvements to both engagement and ad performance have translated into revenue gains, and it makes sense for us to continue investing here. Gen AI is where we're much earlier, as Mark just mentioned in his comments. We don't expect our Gen AI products to be a meaningful driver of revenue in 24, but we do expect that they're going to open up new revenue opportunities over time that will enable us to generate a solid return off of our investment while we're also open sourcing subsequent generations of Llama. And we've talked about the 4 primary areas that we're focused here on: the Gen AI opportunities to enhance the core ads business, to help us grow in business messaging, the opportunities around Meta AI, and the opportunities to grow core engagement over time. The other thing I would say is we're continuing to build our AI infrastructure with fungibility in mind so that we can flex capacity where we think it will be put to best use. The infrastructure that we build for Gen AI training can also be used for Gen AI inference. We can also use it for ranking and recommendations by, making certain modifications like adding general compute and storage. And we're also employing a strategy of staging our data center sites at various phases of development, which allows us to flex up to meet more demand and less lead time if needed, while limiting how much spend we're committing to in the outer years. So, while we do expect that we are, going to grow CapEx significantly in 2025, we feel like we have a good framework in place in terms of thinking about where the opportunities are and making sure that we have the flexibility to deploy it as makes the most sense.
Your next question comes from the line of Mark Shmulik with Bernstein. Please go ahead.
Yes, hi. Thanks for taking the question. Just as we look at the revenue guidance and the outlooks, is any color you can share in just kind of the state of the overall digital ad market? And, you've highlighted some areas where you're seeing strength, versus kind of some of the idiosyncratic efforts you've made to kind of improve the efficacy of the ad product. Thank you.
Hi, Mark. We're continuing to see healthy global advertising demand, and we're also delivering, ongoing ad performance improvements just related to all of the investments that we've continued to make over time and improving these sort of ads, targeting, ranking, delivery, all of the fundamental infrastructure there. And we expect that all of that will continue to benefit ad spend in Q3. We do expect, year-over-year growth to slow in Q3 as we are lapping, strong growth from China-based advertisers, as well as strong Reels impression growth from a year ago. And we also expect modestly larger FX headwinds in Q3 based on current rates.
Your next question comes from the line of Eric Sheridan with Goldman Sachs. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much for taking the question. I'll just ask one. You called out building community size in WhatsApp in the United States as well as Threads. How are you thinking about those newer, faster growing elements of either messaging or Threads as a platform, and the mix between the potential for engagement growth and overall monetization longer term of either the messaging layer or Threads, and what you're most excited about there to build to sort of capitalize on scale, but bring it back towards monetization? Thank you.
I can start, and Susan can jump in if she has anything else that she wants to add. So the WhatsApp stat, I think, is really important as a business trend, just because the United States punches above its weight in terms of, it's such a large percent of our revenue. So, before, WhatsApp was sort of the leading messaging app in many countries around the world, but not in the U.S. And I think now that we're starting to make inroads into leading in the U.S., as more and more people use the product and realize that, hey, this is a really good experience. It's the best experience for cross-platform communication and groups and all these different things. I think that's going to just mean that all of the work that we're doing to grow the business opportunity there over time is just going to have a big tailwind if the U.S. ends up being a big market. So I think that's one reason why it's really relevant. It's obviously also personally somewhat gratifying to see all the people around us starting to use WhatsApp. So I think that's pretty fun, but maybe somewhat less relevant from a business perspective. Threads, I think, it's another example of something that it got off to about as good of a start of any app that I can think of. I think it was the fastest growing app to 100 million people, and it's a good reminder that even when you have that start, the path from there to 1 billion people using an app is still multiple years. And that's our product cycle. And I think that's something that is a little bit different about Meta in the way we build consumer products and then business around them than a lot of other companies that ship something and start selling it and making revenue from it immediately. So I think that's something that that our investors and folks thinking about analyzing the business have needed to always grapple with is all these new products we ship them, and then there's a multi-year time horizon between scaling them and then scaling them into not just consumer experiences but very large businesses. But the thing that I think is just super exciting about Threads is that we've been building this company for 20 years, and there just are not that many opportunities that come around to grow a billion-person app. I mean, there are I don't know, maybe a dozen of them in the world or something, right? I mean, there are certainly more of them outside the company than inside the company, but we do pretty well. And being able to add another one to the portfolio if we execute really well on this is just really exciting to have that potential. Now, obviously, there's a ton of work between now and there. I mean, we're almost at 200 million, so it's a really good milestone. I'm excited about that. A lot of work between this and it being a large part of the business, but I do think that these kind of opportunities are pretty rare, and that's something that we're just really excited about. I think the team is doing great work on it.
Eric, I would just add to that in terms of nearer term sources of impression growth. We really expect that video is going to remain a source of impression growth for us in the second half. On Instagram, we expect Reels to continue to drive growth, while on Facebook, we expect to grow overall video time while increasing the mix of short-form video, which creates more impression growth opportunities. And generally, we expect continued community growth across our apps.
Your next question comes from the line of Doug Anmuth with J.P. Morgan. Please go ahead.
Great. Thanks for taking the questions. One for Mark, one for Susan. Mark, just in terms of infrastructure and CapEx, you've talked about currently building out not just for Llama 3 and 4, but really out to 7 perhaps, and then Llama 4, 10x the compute required versus Llama 3. Just given how much you're building ahead, how does that influence the shape of the CapEx curve over a multi-year period? And then, Susan, if you could talk a little bit more about the 3Q outlook. I know you're talking about tougher comps, but at the same time, it really suggests only a point of FX neutral decel at the high end. So just curious if there's anything else you can point to more specifically that's driving the expected strength here. Thanks.
Thanks, Doug. I can go ahead and talk about both of those. So your first question was sort of about the longer term, CapEx outlook. We haven't really, shared an outlook sort of on the longer term CapEx trajectory. In part, infrastructure is a extraordinarily dynamic planning area for us right now. We're continuing to work through, what the scope of the Gen AI roadmaps, will look like over that time. Our expectation, obviously, again, is that we are going to significantly increase our investments in AI infrastructure next year, and we'll give further guidance as appropriate. But we are building, all of that CapEx again with the factors in mind that I talked about previously, thinking about, both how to build it flexibly so we can deploy to core AI and Gen AI use cases as needed. And making sure that we both feel good about the returns that we're seeing on the core AI investments, which we're able to measure more immediately, and that we feel good about the opportunities in the Gen AI efforts. Your second question was about the Q3 revenue outlook. Again, I mentioned this earlier. We have seen healthy global advertising demand on our platform. We're delivering, ongoing ad performance improvements, which again we feel like is the result of many quarters of effort, that have accrued and will continue to accrue value to our platform. And we saw basically in Q2, where revenue grew 22%, that there was broad-based strength across regions and verticals, including particular strength among smaller advertisers, and we expect that, generally to continue into Q3.
Your next question comes from the line of Justin Post with Bank of America. Please go ahead.
Great, thank you. I just want to get back to the comment on U.S. young adult user growth, especially maybe on Facebook and Instagram. I know you made a big change with Reels a couple of years ago, but what are those users doing on Facebook and Instagram? And can you give us any quantification of the usage growth? Thank you.
Thanks, Justin. So building products with young adults in mind has been a core priority area for the Facebook team in recent years, and we've been very encouraged to see these efforts translate into engagement growth. With this cohort, we've seen healthy growth in young adult app usage in the U.S. and Canada for the past several quarters, and we've seen that products like Groups and Marketplace have seen particular traction with young adults. Posting to groups in the U.S. and Canada has been growing. That's been boosted mainly by young adults. We also see that they are active users of Marketplace, which has benefited from product improvements and strong demand for secondhand products in the U.S.
Your next question comes from the line of Mark Mahaney with Evercore ISI. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to ask about Marketplace, so that's a nice segue. It's a great, somewhat under-monetized or arguably very under-monetized asset. I know you indirectly monetize it, and it's a very large marketplace. It may even be bigger than eBay. Your thoughts on what you may want to do in the future in terms of monetizing it, in part maybe even improve the quality of the marketplace? And then secondly, I just want to ask you about headcount. It's down about 1% year over year. You're pretty much back at par with where the employee headcount was prior to significant reduction. How should we think about headcount growth going forward? You talk about a significant growth in CapEx. Should we expect a moderate growth in headcount? Significant? Any thoughts on that would be helpful. Thank you.
Thanks, Mark. On your first question, about Marketplace, again, we're obviously excited that it's been one of the drivers of strength in young adults. I would probably just say that more generally, Marketplace is one prong in a broader commerce strategy that we have, which continues to be focused on basically creating the best shopping experience on our platform. Marketplace is obviously consumer-oriented. The broader part of the commerce strategy is about making it easier for businesses to advertise their products, for buyers to find and purchase relevant items on our platform. And to that end, I would say that, we feel quite happy with also the investments we've been making in Shops ads. Shops ads revenue is growing at a strong year-over-year pace. We're seeing Shops ads drive incremental performance for advertisers, and it's also working well in combination with some of our other products like Advantage Plus shopping. Your second question was about headcount. We continue to be disciplined about where we're allocating new headcount to ensure that it's really focused on our core company priorities. But we're also working down a prior hiring underrun. And as we further close that hiring underrun over the course of this year, I do expect that we will end 2024 with in-seat reported headcount that is meaningfully higher than where we ended 2023. We aren't providing sort of 2025 headcount growth expectations yet, as we haven't started our budgeting process yet. But again, I expect that we will primarily target our hiring to focus on priority areas, and we will be, running a very disciplined headcount process.
Your next question comes from the line of Youssef Squali with Truist Securities. Please go ahead.
Great. Thank you very much. So the AI assistant using Llama 3.1 has been incorporated in different variations and looks really impressive and seems to be getting closer to becoming a full search engine for virtually everything except for commercial queries so far. So are there any plans to open it up to the broader web, kind of like what maybe OpenAI is alpha testing, maybe link it to third-party marketplaces for commercial search, et cetera? And then on Ray-Bans, can you maybe talk a little bit more about the opportunity to deepen your relationship with Exeler Luxottica? What would that look like? What kind of areas are the most exciting to you, Mark, in that relationship? Thank you.
Yeah, so I'm very excited with how Llama 3.1 landed. I think the team there is doing really great work. Going from the first version of Llama to Llama 2 last year, there was a generation behind the frontier to now Llama 3.1, which is basically competitive and in some ways leading the other top closed models. Meta AI uses a version of Llama 3.1, as well as a bunch of other services that we've built to kind of build a cohesive product. And when I was talking before about we have the initial usage trends around Meta AI, but there's a lot more that we want to add. Things like commerce and you can just go vertical by vertical and build out specific functionality to make it useful in all these different areas. Or eventually, I think what we're going to need to do to make this just as to fulfill the potential around just being the ideal AI assistant for people. So it's a long roadmap. I don't think that this stuff is going to get finished in the next couple of quarters or anything like that. But this is part of what's going to happen over the next few years as we build something that will, I think, just be a very widely used service. So I'm quite excited about that. And we're going to continue working on Llama too. So, I mean, you mentioned Llama, and I think the question was a little more about Meta AI, but they're both, I mean, they're related. Llama is sort of like the engine that powers the product, and it's open source, and I'm just excited about the progress that we're making on both of those. On the smart glasses, EssilorLuxottica is a great partner. We are now on the second generation of the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. They're doing well, better than I think we had expected, and we expected them to grow meaningfully from the first generation. So that's been a very positive surprise, and I think part of that is that it's just well positioned to dovetail well with the AI revolution that we're seeing and offering all kinds of new functionality there. So that was great. But EssilorLuxottica is a great company that has a lot of different products that we hope to be able to partner with to just continue building new generations of the glasses and deepen the AI products and make it better and better. I think there's a lot more to go from here, and it's compared to what we thought at this point, it's doing quite well compared to I think what it needs to be like a really leading piece of consumer electronics. I think we're still early, but all the signs are good.
Your next question comes from the line of Ron Josey with Citi. Please go ahead.
Great. Thanks for taking the question. I wanted to get back, Mark, to the comments around open source and Llama 3, and totally understand that Meta is not offering a public cloud. And so what I wanted to hear from you is maybe a little bit more on the product vision of products that come out of Llama 3, and meaning potentially offering some of these products to other companies, call it for customer service or call center offerings or other verticals. And so any insights on just how you envision maybe the open source and Llama 3.1 can sort of offer greater enterprise services for others to benefit from? Thank you.
So Llama is the foundation model that people can shape into all kind of different products. So whether it's Meta AI for ourselves, or the AI Studio, or the business agents, or like the assistant that's in the Ray-Ban glasses, like all these different things are basically products that have been built with Llama. And similarly, any developer out there is going to be able to take it and build a whole greater diversity of different things as well. Like I talked about, I think the reason why open sourcing this is so valuable for us is that we want to make sure that we have the leading infrastructure to power the consumer and business experiences that we're building. But the infrastructure, it's not just a piece of software that we can build in isolation. It really is an ecosystem with a lot of different capabilities that other developers and people are adding to the mix, whether that's new tools to distill the models into the size that you want for a custom model, or ways to fine-tune things better, or make inference more efficient, or all different other kinds of methods that we haven't even thought of yet, the silicon optimizations that the silicon companies are doing, all this stuff. It's an ecosystem. So we can't do all that ourselves. And if we built Llama and just kind of kept it within our walls, then it wouldn't actually be as valuable for us to build all the products that we're building as it's going to end up being. So I think that's the business strategy around that. And that's why we don't feel like we need to necessarily build a cloud and sell it directly in order for it to be a really positive business strategy for us. And part of what we're doing is working closely with AWS. I think especially did great work for this release. Other companies like Databricks, NVIDIA, of course, other big players like Microsoft with Azure and Google Cloud. They're all supporting this, and we want developers to be able to get it anywhere. I think that's one of the advantages of an open source model like Llama is it's not like you're locked into one cloud that offers that model, whether it's, Microsoft with OpenAI or Google with Gemini or whatever it is, you can take this and use it everywhere. And we want to encourage that. So, I'm quite excited about that. The enterprise and business applications that we're going to be most focused on, though, in addition to just optimizing the advertiser experience, like I talked about in my comments earlier, it is the business agent piece. It's I just think that there's a huge potential. Like I said earlier, I think pretty much every business today, it has an email address, they have a website, they have social media accounts. I think in the future they're going to have at least one, if not multiple, business agents that can do the whole range of things, from interacting to help people buy things to helping support the sales that they've done, if they have issues with the products, if they need to get in touch with you for something. And we already see people interacting with businesses over messaging working quite well in countries that have low cost of labor. But the thing is that in order to have someone answering everyone's questions is quite expensive in a lot of countries. And I think that this is like a thing that AI, I think, is just going to be very well suited towards doing. And when we can make that easy for the hundreds of millions of businesses that use our platforms to pull in all their information and their catalogs and their history and all the content that they've shared and really just quickly stand up an agent, I think that's going to be awesome. So we can combine Llama with a lot of custom work that we're doing on our business teams and couple that with all the other investment that the rest of the ecosystem is doing to make Llama good. And I think that's going to be huge. But that's just one area. I mean, this really goes across all of the different products that we're building, both consumer and business. So it's a lot of exciting stuff.
Krista, we have time for one last question.
Thank you. That question will come from the line of Ross Sandler with Barclays. Please go ahead.
Great. Mark, so on Monday in your interview with Jensen, you said something along the lines of if scaling ended up stopping one day, you'd have 5 years of product work to do and ahead of you. So outside of agents or AI assistants, what other areas in AI are you thinking about or looking at in that 5-year roadmap? And then the second question is maybe one more stab at the capacity question. You guys said that Llama 3 the 3.1 was trained on 16,000 H100s. You've also said that you're going to have 600,000 available by year end. So even if we kind of go up to 160,000 GPUs for Llama 4, we have plenty of extra capacity for inference and future products. I guess, how are you guys modeling out this entire kind of CapEx roadmap between training, inference, and future things? That's all. Thanks a lot.
I can start with the first one, and then I'll let Susan answer the second one. It's an interesting question. It's a little hypothetical because I do think it's true that if, let's say, there were no future foundation models, I think there would just be a huge amount of product innovation that the industry would bring to bear, and that just takes time. But then at the same time, there are going to be future foundation models, and they're going to be awesome and unlock new capabilities, and we're planning our products around those. So I'm not really planning our product roadmap assuming that there isn't future innovation. To the contrary, we are planning what's going to be in Llama 4 and Llama 5 and beyond based on what capabilities we think are going to be most important for the roadmap that I just laid out. For having the breadth of utility that you're going to need in something like Meta AI, making it so that businesses and creators and individuals can stand up any kind of AI agents that they want, that you're going to have these kind of real-time multimodal glasses with you all the time that will just be increasingly useful for all the things that you're doing. And that, I guess this kind of dovetails with what I'd expect Susan to talk about next. And we do have this huge set of use cases already about people wanting to discover content and interact with their friends, and businesses reaching people, and all that stuff is getting better with this too. So there's I guess my point there was, it's just there's some lag between a technology becoming available and the products becoming kind of fully explored in the space. And I just think that was kind of my way of saying that I think that this is just a very exciting area where there's just going to be a lot of innovation for a long time to come. I'll let Susan take a stab at the numbers around the GPUs and all that.
Thank you. We are are clearly, in the process of building out a lot of capacity. And Mark, has alluded to that in his comments about, what we have needed to train prior generations and the next generation of Llama. And we are, and that's driving sort of what we've talked about in terms of the significant growth in CapEx in 2025. And we aren't really, in the position now to share a longer term outlook. When we think about sort of any given new data center project that we're constructing, we think about how we will use it over the life of the data center. We think about the amount of capacity we would use in terms of training whatever the subsequent generations
holding
of Llama
all-time
are,
highs overnight.
Architected around that. But then we also look at how
110,000 by the
we
end
might
of the
use
week.
it, several years into its lifetime towards other use cases.
$110,000.
Across our core business, across
hell.
what we think might be future needs for inference for generative AI-based products. So there's sort of a whole host of use cases for the life of any individual data center, ranging from Gen AI training at its outset to potentially supporting Gen AI inference to being, used for core ads and content ranking and recommendation, and also thinking through the implications too of what kinds of servers we might use to support those different types of use cases. So, we are really mapping across a wide range of potential use cases when we undertake any given project. And, we're really doing that with both a long time horizon in mind, again, because of the long lead times in spinning up data centers, but also recognizing that there are multiple decision points in the lifetime of each data center in terms of thinking through when to order servers and, what servers to order and, what you'll put them towards. And that gives us flexibility to make the sort of the best decisions based on the information we have in the future.
Great. Thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate your time, and we look forward to speaking with you again soon.
There we go. There is the earnings for Meta. Now, this will be available as its own video very shortly. I will put this out as its own video shortly, so look out for that. This is very, very exciting tech. The bubble has certainly not burst. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is great. 107,000 now. Absolutely brilliant. Now then, I've got to go and get ready for the morning. So what I've got for you now, I've got a premiere just about to start. So I'm going to take the time back slightly. I hope you can all watch it. Just put it on mute if you don't want to. If you've had enough today, just help it get started. The FOMC report. You may have already seen it, you may have not, but I've now uploaded it as its own video, enhanced the audio quality and improved everything, cut the bit before and after so it sounds better. Listening to what the Fed have to say. If you want to support the channel and you don't want to watch it, just let it play on mute. That would be great. So I'm going to make that happen, go live right now. Let me just adjust it here. So we'll make it go live in the next 3 minutes. So let me just edit the time. 7:03. Let's make it 5:06, shall we? So just in a couple of minutes from now, 5:06. 5:06. There we go. It's going to go live straight away, and it will automatically take you there. There we go. Right, that's now taken care of. Here is the event. Look at Meta. Unbelievable, isn't it? Unbelievable. So there you go. That's going to start right now in just a couple of moments. I'll give the link is in the chat. You can see the chat there. It'll automatically take you there as well. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you'll all join me. Just let that run and I'll see you back in the morning. After that, it will take you automatically to the opening bell in the morning. What a week we've got. Tomorrow night is Amazon earnings. So if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And we've broken the 900, the 5,900 tonight for the music channel. Thank you ever so much indeed. We want to raise millions of dollars for charity, and we're on the way to do it. If you've not yet done it, here is the music channel. And don't forget, if you've got a favorite charity, we will support you. If you tell all your friends to subscribe to the channel and you've got a charity you want me to raise money for free, where the money goes directly to the registered charity, click on my music channel, subscribe to it, Get all your friends to do it and say, hey, Martyn, I've got 20 of my friends to subscribe to it. Could you do a gig for a fundraiser for cancer research? And I'll go, yep, no problem at all. What a great opportunity that is. And for me, it's an honor to be able to raise money for people around the world. That's it. Thank you very much indeed. I'll say goodbye. The premiere is about to begin. Let me clear the decks. What a long day. I've been in here 11 hours now. And there's much more to go before I can sit down for the evening. But it's been an absolute pleasure, as it always is. The world premiere is about to start. Please join me. Thank you ever so much. Love you all. Have a wonderful, safe evening wherever you are around the world. Tell someone you love them. Give them a hug. Keep warm. Have a cup of tea. And everything will be fine. See you back in the morning. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Whew.